Okay, we're rolling.
Okay, you ready? All right. You ready? You guys ready? Are they out of view? Where's
Yes,
the
they
last
are.
view over here? Where's the? How far out does that go?
I have the car.
Okay, good deal. All right. Hello. What you see behind me is an entirely new product from Ford Motor Company. It is what Motor Trend magazine has called unparalleled, world class. It is the efforts of Ford Motor Company's worldwide efforts, and it will start. I'm sorry. Can we start over again? I apologize. Just keep going.
I don't get to go again.
There, I'll take. We got to take all the time we got to go. Guys.
I'm sorry, man.
No problem.
I apologize.
Because we got.
What you see behind me is the result of Ford Motor Company's entire efforts worldwide. It is certainly a world car with capability of building 800,000 vehicles and selling them in 59 countries. But what does this mean to you in your local market? Let's hear more about the new Ford Contour. With that, I take you to a typical day at your friendly Ford dealer.
Customer on the showroom floor.
Hey! How are you today? Can I help you?
I want to see the Contour.
Okay, right this way. Let's take you around to the front of the vehicle. What you have before you can be considered nothing short of a complete triumph in design and technology brought to you by Ford Motor Company. It's the U.S. version of Ford's world car, the 1995 Contour. Now this car was actually launched about a year ago over in Europe under the name Mondeo and was recently awarded the European Car of the Year award. Very, very impressive and prestigious award. Now the first thing you're going to notice standing up front here is Contour's progressive styling. A lot of European styling clues that actually bring out the call of the wild in the vehicle. Contour also has nice sloping wind cheating lines. This is going to allow the car to rip through the wind like a knife. It's very aerodynamic design, and a low 0.31 coefficient of drag is going to reduce the amount of wind noise in the vehicle, and it's also going to lessen the intrusion of the noise inside the vehicle. Contour is a cab 4 design. What Ford did, they took the wheelbase and made it longer, the wheel stance and made it wider. That's going to do two things. It's going to give you a much smoother ride, and it's going to give you more interior passenger and cargo volume. Now speaking of noise, Contour was actually engineered with what's known as advanced sound deadening. The front suspension is rubber mounted to the subframe, and that rubber mounting is going to lessen the intrusion of road noise up through the vehicle. Contour is front wheel drive. It's going to give you assured traction on starting situations, especially split friction surfaces. Now notice here these nice flush halogen wraparound headlamps. Halogen emits a wider, brighter light than traditional headlamps, and the material is actually composed of what's known as Lexan. Look at that, not a scratch. That's because Lexan is actually 10 times stronger than traditional glass. Very nice feature here, you have standard 5-mile-an-hour front and rear bumpers, which is actually twice the federal standard. So if you're ever in a parking lot situation where you hit someone else, you're going to be in a, not a scratch. You're going to be fine. Can I help you?
Hey, can I get you something to drink?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Thanks, Mike. But the real story for Contour is underneath the hood. But simple things, just catch your eye. Like an engine compartment blanket, helps reduce the engine noise in the interior compartment. All your service points are highlighted in yellow for easy, quick identification. Your fluid bins are clear for a one-touch glance and check on how your fluid's doing without messing with messy dipsticks or gauges. But the real story is in Contour's engines. Contour comes standard with a 2-liter, 16-valve, dual overhead cam Z-Tech inline-4 engine. Now this engine delivers 125 horsepower and 130 foot-pounds of torque. Now being 16-valve design opposed to traditional 8-valve design, that allows for increased engine breathability and fuel economy, 32 miles per gallon to be exact. Now if you were wishing for some additional power, Contour comes with an optional 2.5-liter, 24-valve, dual overhead cam Duratec V6. Now this is an all-aluminum block engine designed with Ford's race car technology. And that technology delivers 170 horsepower and 165 foot-pounds of torque. Now the Duratec engine, as it implies, the engine goes before its first scheduled tune-up at 100,000 miles. That's 4 times around the world. Now all this engine technology is run by an EEC4 computer module. It makes over 1 million calculations per second, individually tuning the engine's performance to the environment for increased fuel efficiency and engine economy. Now also you have a standard manual 5-speed overdrive transmission. It offers dual rail linkage for very smooth and precise shifting. It also has a reverse lockout collar to prevent you from shifting reverse by accident. But if you don't wish to shift, Contour comes with an optional automatic 4-speed electronic automatic overdrive transmission. Now, it is a very smooth and precise engine transmission that delivers what it has called shift logic, and it will individually adjust the shift points to how you drive the car, tuning the engine for increased performance and durability. I forgot to mention the Duratec engine, all that power, 28 miles per gallon. Now, all that handling as well is governed by full power rack and pinion steering for clean shift and precise shifting all the way across. Well, let me walk you around the side of the vehicle here. Oh, here come our drinks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thanks, Mike. See you later. Hi there.
Hi.
My name's Ace. How
Hi,
you doing?
Ace.
I'd like to explain a little to you about Contour suspension, all right? First of all, Contour suspension is fully independent, with McPherson struts in the front and Quadralink rear suspension. This enables each wheel to handle road imperfections with minimal effect on the opposite wheel. All 4 wheels move independently. Front and rear stabilizer bars actually reduce body roll while cornering. And the front suspension is mounted on a subframe, which actually reduces vibration and noise from the road and powertrain. Standard on Contour are power front disc rear drum brakes, which give you excellent stopping capability. Also optional with the V6 Duratec system are 4-wheel disc brakes. Now this gives you greater stopping capability, and also comes with 4 vented unidirectional wheels, which actually keep the discs cool while the vehicle is in motion. Also optional is Ford's anti-lock braking system and all-speed traction control. First of all, the anti-lock braking system actually prevents wheel lockup during panic braking on slick or slippery surfaces, and it does this by pulsating the brakes 10 times per second, preventing the lockup. All-speed traction control, on the other hand, prevents the drive wheels from spinning during acceleration or at any speed. What's more is that Contour's traction control is better than any other in its class, simply because it's effective at all speeds. Other competitors in its segment only have traction control systems, which are effective up to 34 miles per hour.
You know, that's really great. But you know something? You're a real hunk, Ace.
Did I hear someone say trunk space?
Oh, no.
Give me a towel, James. Give me a towel, please. Please. Thanks a lot. Actually, I'm completely dry. That's because of Contour's wide weather stripping, which channels the water away from your trunk. If you're carrying groceries or cargo and it should be raining, after the rain, your trunk will not get soaked. Also, I mentioned trunk space. The Contour has a very large 13.9 cubic feet of trunk space. If you'd be packing groceries or luggage or boxes, there's no problem. Plus, a low liftover height, plus the trunk latch at the top prevents snagging on your clothes or baggage. Also notice the Contour has rear 60/40 fold-down split bench seats. The rear knobs are only in the back of the trunk for easier access. So if you're loading in a large package or some skis, the seat just pops down and it fits in like that. Also notice the third brake light is at eye level, which provides for better safety for drivers behind you in an emergency situation. Also, please notice on the rear tail lights the reflective tape. So if you're pulled over, changing some baggage or changing a tire, changing a flat tire, there's no problem. One more thing I want to show you.
Boss wants to see about the spilled water. You won't need to worry about changing the tire by yourself, because with the 1995 Contour, you have roadside assistance. It'll help you if you need to change your tire because it's flat, if you've locked your keys in the car, or if you've run out of gas. It's a great feature. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. What I'd also like to point out here are the P185 70R14 all-season tires. They provided excellent traction on a variety of road surfaces in the spring, summer, winter, fall, and construction months, which we know we have here in Kansas. Another feature I'd like to point out is the safety cell. And what this does is it encapsulates the passengers. It includes a reinforced roof frame. It also includes side beams that are made of boron steel. It'll give you additional protection in a side impact. There's also a boron beam that runs from this A-pillar across to the other A-pillar, behind the instrument panel. It'll provide you additional protection in a frontal impact and also keep the steering wheel in place. Another feature of the vehicle is a solar glass. If you'll notice, the interior is a little bit darker than out here. What this solar glass is doing, it's filtering out the infrared and the ultraviolet rays. It's reducing the heat buildup, and it's also preventing any fading of the interior trim. There's also an optional remote keyless entry If you have your hands full, you don't need to worry about it. Just click it right here and you notice how quiet it is. It's part of the European styling that we brought here to the Contour. I'd also like to show you one more feature over here. It's a safety feature. It's a latch. It's located right here in the door jamb on both rear doors. Keep the children from opening the door on the interior. It's a great safety feature. You need
That's real good, JB. Why don't you go have a seat? Let's put Mary into the interior of the vehicle, the real meat and potatoes of the product. Go ahead and have a seat and make yourself comfortable in there. Make sure you put your safety belt on. We always want to wear our safety belts while we're in the driver's position. Now, how does that feel to you? Is that comfortable, the safety belt coming across?
My neck.
Really? Well, it's the first feature I'd like to cover, and that's the safety belt height adjuster. The D-ring up here is adjustable up and down, making it a completely comfortable experience for the driver, decreasing any kind of skin discomfort that you might have. Next thing that might pop out, although we hope it never does, are standard dual airbags. Driver and passenger side should decrease any kind of injury during a near frontal collision. What's going to help the airbags be more effective is the safety belt usage, as well as what helps the safety belts be effective, what you're sitting in. Anti-submarine seats. They're going to help you from, or prevent you from, moving underneath the dash and out from under the seat belt during any kind of near frontal condition. Exactly. Is that easy to slide under?
No, I can't get up.
Excellent. The next feature I'd like for you to do, just go across the dash here. Reach out, touch the large knobs, the radio, the heater, the air conditioning, the mirror control, the lights, light switches. Everything in the interior is within easy reach. It's easy to operate. The knobs are large control. That, by definition, is advanced ergonomic design. Does that seem comfortable to you there? Excellent. Moving also into the interior, notice the pop-up cup holders, as well as the purse latch integrated into the glove compartment lock. Those are surprising delight features on the vehicle that should do just that for you. Another feature that's not on the Contour, and we did it for good reason, is a Kleenex dispenser. We did this for good reason because we decided maybe we could eliminate the need for Kleenex or handkerchiefs. We did that by installing a standard micron air filtration system. It filters out particles in the air larger than 3 microns. How large is that, you ask? A human hair diameter is between 10 and 50 microns. 3 microns obviously is smaller than that. It's going to eliminate pollen, it's going to eliminate road dust, it should make your allergies, it should make the environment itself inside the car extremely clean. And speaking of the environment, CFC-free air conditioning, free of chlorofluorocarbons, which when exposed to the atmosphere do deplete the ozone. Our air conditioning system is free of it, just like all Ford products. Speaking of the environment again, this is the first product that has had the environment in mind since day one of its development. It is 80% recyclable, and the assembly process itself is cadmium and asbestos free. What do you think about the Contour so far?
Well, Daryl, I want to make Contour a part of my world.
The one feature not covered on any of this presentation is at the front of the car, and it's not available on any other make of vehicle. That's the Ford Oval, the badge on every one of Ford's cars, and it stands for a never-ending commitment to customer satisfaction and quality. This product is a result of a pooling of engineering and production resources worldwide. It is millions of miles of road testing, hundreds of hours of customer focus group input, and $6 billion of investment, something we're proud of. We feel at $14,000 to start for the customer, it's worth every single penny.
From the top, got the whole world. In our car, we got the whole world. In our car, we got the whole world. In our car, we got the whole world in our car. All right! Thank you.
Absolutely clever. Oh, geez. You got the whole big world.
For the kids!
For
For the kids!